news, Pushkar Singh Dhami took oath as the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand for a second term at Dehradun's parade ground in the presence of the top BJP leadership. Prime Minister Modi was present, as was Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Other BJP leaders included the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Pramod Sawant. 8 ministers were sworn in along with Mr. Dhami. 5 of them took oath for the second consecutive term. There were 3 first-timers.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi seated in the first row, and next to him Mr. Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, and other chief ministers as well. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan was there. Yogi Adityanath, the UP Chief Minister, was there. Mr. Yogi Adityanath is set to himself be sworn in as the UP CM just a day after tomorrow. And Mr. Dhami, for whom Mr. Adityanath had come today, Mr. Dhami might be present at the UP swearing-in ceremony as well. So showing support for each other there. But definitely this time, if we look at the entire scenario, as you pointed out, there are about 5 ministers who are being repeated, while 3 are new. And among those, only 1 female there, Ms. Rekha Arya, who's being repeated. She's the Women and Child Welfare Minister, and she's been repeated again. While I'm pointing this out, it's important to note that women have been a big chunk of the voter base for the BJP this time across states, and that is why even 1 minister female holds significance there in terms of, all the issues that she will work on in terms of women and child welfare. And if, of course, we look at the biggest man of the moment here, Mr. Dhami himself, a big challenge in front of him. As my colleague Sanket was earlier pointing out, the factional divides within the party, the older guard versus the younger leaders of the party, maintaining that. Also, he had earlier been the chief minister only for a span of about 7 months. And how we usually say in day-to-day language that, tenures like those, short tenure like that is also said to be the honeymoon period of a minister, that, first 6 or 7 months, they are just learning the tricks of the trade. They are considering which all policies are to be implemented. But now that the party has reposed faith in him, especially at a time where he lost the election himself from the Khatima constituency, he has a big responsibility on his shoulders. Today the BJP has stood by him and shown their support for him. But he will have to prove his own mettle on his own terms once he starts heading the government again. So maintaining all of those, trying to control all the internal issues within the BJP Uttarakhand unit, as well as ensuring that Uttarakhand, which has seen several chief ministers changing in the last 1 year itself, will finally have a stable government.
Well, it was clearly a massive show of strength for the BJP, a massive show of support also for the Uttarakhand Chief Minister. The second time Uttarakhand Chief Minister. There's also been a great deal of political activity on coup as well. Lots of posts on that big swearing-in ceremony. Let's take a look. Congratulations to the energetic leader, Pushkar Singh Dhami, for taking the oath again as Uttarakhand Chief Minister, hopefully under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. And your vision, Uttarakhand will continue to flourish, says Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Biplab Kumar Deb, who also attended that oath-taking ceremony, wrote, "At Pushkar Dhami ji, may Maa Tripura Sundari and Baba Kedarnath shower their choicest blessings upon him for a successful tenure ahead." Others tweeting hearty congratulations to respected Pushkar Dhami ji on taking oath as the Chief Minister of Devbhoomi Uttarakhand. Your selection is a result of divine aspiration under your leadership. There's a prayer to Sri Badrish and Kedarnath for the progressive upgradation of the state.